Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Can't hold it back, can't hold it back. Bounty Killin' Baby Sham with a brand new track. It's been long gone. Put all those jigger fingers up. Keep them out. Hard work, the key to success. Boy, you have some boy to put in nothing at all and expect to be the best.
Peace to the gods. It is cold. I just wanted to do this video again. I do this for my own healing and for those who may be on similar paths that just need motivation to grow through it. So I basically have come to the conclusion, like, the little girl within me is good. Now the grown woman in me is like, you test me, you try me, we could go there. But that is putting me in a lower frequency. I have to accept the fact that, you know, my mother's drug addiction has had a big effect on me and my life. And I was able to hold the little girl within to be able to heal from that, in order to be able to say, okay, it was never me. It was always the situations. It was always something that I couldn't change, and it's still something I couldn't change. The only thing that I could do for self is to heal the childhood hurt within myself. It has a domino effect when you have a parent that's strung out. And what they do with parents, with people that are strung out on drugs, is they give them a prescription drug.
There are several prescription medications that medical professionals may administer as drug withdrawal treatments to help minimize a patient's discomfort during detox. Two examples would be methadone and Ativan.
Them a prescription drug. It's the same thing. It's just different. Like, it's just the same thing. It's a heavy narcotic that keeps them doped up so that they don't do the illegal drug. But it's the same thing at the end of the day. So at first I was like, oh, I'm getting all these wins because I feel myself holding the child within and saying, I got you. Like, you was hurt growing up and nobody had you like that emotionally. So I got you. Like, I got this divine knowledge. You good. And I could just feel that childhood little girl inside of me just becoming more and more confident in self, and getting to the point where she met me and was like, okay, like, now this is just extra stuff. Like, my brother said to me that this is not your mother. Like, this is this is an entity. This is not who you want her to be. And I had to come into terms with that. Like, that is true. She's not. So if I'm staying,
I can't even imagine how it was for Mama Essence growing up with the knowledge that her mother is an addict. It's very difficult, I'm sure. I used to work in addiction and recovery services. I was a mental health worker. This was years ago in Connecticut at an inpatient program. And I'm telling you right now, I learned so much from those individuals. I saw addiction live and direct. It was just no holds barred, and it was very interesting to learn more about addicts. And it was eye-opening. I learned a lot, and I know that it is definitely a disease and a struggle for anyone battling an addiction.
I had to come into terms with that. Like, that is true. She's not. So if I'm staying here with her, someone who is not on my frequency, is not my family, is a relative, while I've already healed what I came to heal, it doesn't serve a purpose other than me just proving a point. Like, I have a moon in Leo. Like, you can't kick me out. This is not your house. Bitch, what? That's really that Leo emotion that I have. So it's like, but what am I willing to take in order to do that? Am I willing to be in a house where someone is smoking cigarettes in the house? It's so disgusting. It's so nasty to me. It's so low frequency. Am I willing to be in a house where someone is walking around with this evil intent? How can I get her arrested? How can I destroy her in some way, shape, or form in the physical aspect? Because you can't do anything to me just by running your mouth and trying to make me look down or anything like that. She's so angry with my character that she's willing to do a lot to try to get me to go away. She doesn't want to take accountability for herself, and I'm not here to make anyone take accountability for themselves. She's never apologized.
I'm really happy that she realizes that she cannot make anyone take accountability for their actions. And the apology that she's seeking, I hope she also realizes that she may never get it, you know?
Anyone take accountability for themselves. She's never apologized for any of the things that she's done to cause chaos in her children's life. She's never apologized for sleeping around and presenting me with multiple men as my dad. She's never apologized for stealing my clarinet as a child, my outlet, stealing it and selling it. She's never apologized for just not emotionally being there the way she needed to be. But I forgive her and I release her. And I don't even know when I leave if I'll see her again before she transitions. She's in her 64. So I'm like, how long can a person with this lifestyle live? I don't know. But I just know that I've come to a space and term with, this is just a relative. I poured through her to break a karmic cycle. And it took me a while. It took me up until my 40s to heal the little girl within, to be able to say to that little girl, you didn't do anything wrong. Be thankful you were not molested. Be thankful, just be thankful you weren't molested. My energy, I couldn't have been molested. I mean, I could have been, but I wasn't. The reason I say that is because some people, it's psychological for them, and then they get physically touched. Like, no one could have got in my head to make that okay. Like, but of course I could have been molested as a child if someone would have forced themselves on me, but that just didn't happen. Be grateful for that. My ancestors are within me. My grandmother is within me. She wanted me to come home. For some reason, my pictures are missing. My mindset is like, someone who doesn't like me did something with my pictures, but it could be something else. Why is it just my pictures? It's like, but it could be something else. I released that attachment to those pictures.
Think it's a game.
I release that feeling of, if I can do something nice, our relationship can grow positively. If I can just be nice, I release that, because I'm getting angrier and angrier every day. And the reason I'm getting angrier and angrier every day is because of the blatant. It's so blatant that she's wrong, unrighteous. She will tell a lie. Like, I could not imagine lying on my child, giving false testimony against my child just because they're not in alignment with something I'm doing that is wrong, or in general at all. But she can. and that is her cross to bear, not mine. The house is caving in, so she doesn't even have much time in the house. The pipes have broken in the house. Just one really cold winter, the pipe is going to completely be busted. So she's in this home, and it's like she's going down with the home. And like my ancestors, my grandmama just said, baby, come and get your little pictures that you still got here. She's violated my pictures. Like, she's went all through my stuff. And I believe my grandmother just wanted me to come and get my little bit of stuff that I have here and just move forward. So those two things have been secured: my stuff and my child, the little girl within me. So with the little girl within me being okay, like, I've literally went through my mind to search. Is there any piece inside of me where she's crying in a corner, holding the pillow? Nope. She's good. Now there are other things that I do need to work on, but those things doesn't require me to be in this environment to do it. Like, extending out love. Like, I'll love people but not really keep the communication consistent because of my childhood experiences. And I actually learned that there's something psychological with that. When you have a narcissistic mother, you have the tendency of not being very good at keeping relationships. And that's something that when it comes to building relationships, being consistent in relationships, knowing that you could, like, call me if you need me, but it needs to be more than just that. Obviously, if I want to have a network of individuals in my life that are like me, I must be consistent. It's it is still that is still a challenge, but that has nothing to do with what's growing on here. I got what I needed. It's just another piece of me that also just wants to be here to bond with my family, my dad, my brothers, um, my sister. A piece of me wants that, but I may not get the opportunity to do that this round or even this lifetime. Maybe that is just one of those things that'll just stick with me, but I will do my best. First, I must build with people who think similar to me, who want to move similar to how I want to move, because that brings me peace. Um, I can connect with people. I want to connect more with my eldest brother. Um, I really do want to build that relationship because my childhood trauma wouldn't allow me to really be close to him, because it was like he didn't get my child, the little girl within that just wanted her big brother in such a light. He didn't get it. It wasn't meant for him to get. He had his own childhood things and traumas he was dealing with. So, but it doesn't mean that he hasn't been there. I'm the one who kept myself away at the end of the day. And I really want to build my bond with him stronger, and learn to be consistent with the people who love me. And I'm just so grateful for the people who have consistently loved me despite my inconsistencies. Like, I really got some people in my life that are just beautiful people, that I deserve them, even though my actions may not show it, with consistency of communication and reaching out. So, yes, the sun, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So, to the ancestors, to my grandmama, I love you. Thank you for everything that you kept me from. And I know that you understand that the things that you tried to keep me away from as I got older and I wasn't seeing it, broke your heart. I know that. You wanted to create that consistent stability for me. You wanted me to be disciplined. And I couldn't see that. Thank you to my aunt, the only one who actually threw me birthday parties. My grandmother, she didn't.
All I can say is that I wish her healing. I really do. Because it sounds like, from what she's saying, she had a pretty rough childhood. She definitely had a good village around her, but she was more than likely missing having her mom and her dad in her life. So that's really got to be tough on a person. So I definitely sympathize with her there and wish her healing.
I mean, my grandmother, she didn't throw birthday parties, but she would get me gifts on my birthday. Thank you. Thank you for knowing that my situation was fucked up and just trying your best, the best you knew how, to make it a little easier for me. I didn't see it like that because I was too blinded by the hurt that my mother had caused in me. Thank you. Thank you to every person that's come on my path that has tried to bring love, consistency into my life. I might have been too blinded by my traumas to really see you, but I saw you.
New video alert. Be on the lookout, y'all.
I was there. My man Icy Smokes, you know. You know what it is. But God.
Listen, if you are not already subscribed to the channel, you might want to go on ahead and subscribe. Set your notifications to all so that you're notified when I go live or when I add new content. You don't want to miss this one. It's going to be real good.
In my own way. At this moment, I don't know if I'm going to just leave my grandmother's. I'm not even going to call it my grandmother's house anymore. That is not my grandmother's house. It doesn't look like my grandmother's house. It doesn't have the frequency of my grandmother's energy. I'm just going to leave the crack house. That's what we just going to call it, like what it is. And move forward on my journey, because there's nothing more here. And Marigold is so beautiful. It's such a beautiful town. I'll be back on a different note, on a happier note. I'm not saying I'm sad. I'm just saying shadow work is a lot of work. Putting in what needs to be put in for my own self-development and growth. It creates new neurological connections in my brain. It takes me through the kundalini of emotions, and I did it. I gave all I could give to this. I have a divine mother. I don't need a relative to see as a mother. I don't need that. My mother is the divine all. And I have work to do. I have so much stuff that I'm working on that I cannot allow something that is not productive to hold me stagnant just because my Leo moon is like, you got me fucked up. This is one of the moments where I have to tell my Leo moon self, like, this is not the battle.
All right, y'all, go on ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
No win here. There is no win. And people say a win is a win, but the real win is the leveling up in my mind and being able to know that I won't be crying anymore about anything that I've experienced through this person. And I'm thankful and I'm grateful, and I came and faced it head on, because everyone learns and experiences different, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. I needed to come. I needed to face this entity face on, just so I can see what I never saw before, that this is not my mother. No matter what I was doing and growing through, I always saw her as still my mother. This is not my mother. My mother would never do me like this. My mother would never put drugs before me. My mother would never position me to go through the hell of experience that I went through. And I even tried to convince myself at one point my childhood was good. Like, we celebrated Easter. I got to go shopping once a year. Holidays. Basically, she kept a roof over my head, food in my belly, and clothes on my back. But it takes more than that to be a mother. And I just convinced myself that her drug addiction wasn't that bad and that I just over dramatized it. But no, it caused a domino effect in my life and in my experience. And I'm just grateful for the journey regardless, because it has made me the person that I am today and the person I'm growing into. She doesn't have to take accountability. That's her cross to bear. It would be nice, but she's just not there. That's not my mother. That is an entity that possessed her in the 80s, and they've been rocking ever since. She has tried to fight back with this entity and lost the battle. She will, she's lost the battle. There will be moments where she'll be so proud of herself, she'll save money and then go back down and then come back up and do things like that. It's just a cycle, because this is an internal spiritual battle that she has. And I can't say I love her because I don't understand. I just don't. I try to understand. I even try interacting with people that had different type of addictions, to just monitor them. I want to see, I really want to see, but it's not the same trying to monitor someone and see the psychology of it when it's not your own mother. It's not your own trauma. You're just an outsider that's not affected by it at all. So I gain empathy for people who have these strong addictions by monitoring and watching them. But it gave me a false sense of healing within myself. I had to face my own physical situation to be able to apply the knowledge of what I've seen and what I've experienced. Like, I have a friend that's an addict, and he was still functional. He was still nice to me. He was still able to. And I was like, oh, it's not as bad as I made it seem. But him and her are different. They're two different people. And even in the sight of his children, they don't have a good relationship. So dealing with your own is the only true way to be able to see how that plays out. And I can't heal by just watching someone else who has no impact on me at all.
New video alert: Solar is lit.
A fake ass military with a leader who don't know what he's doing. I know more of what to do than Eligio.
Stay tuned. I will be premiering this soon. Not already subscribed to the channel? Go on ahead and subscribe.
That's what I thought for a moment. But no, you can't just watch other people and be like, oh, I get it. Okay. It's not that bad. Maybe I just blew it up. No, it is that bad. And it affects the children. So, yeah, that's just what that is. So my next move, I'm still debating if I want to stay here as I detox from weed and just go to my dad's place, or if I just want to go back to Dallas because I know the money is there. And I'm not chasing money. I'm chasing the healing of my mind. In the process, I'm making money. So
They say keep posting content, so.
Hi guys. I just wanted to reach out and say a big thank you to everyone who has purchased herbs from me or purchased a product or my book. And to all of you that have supported me through this and through this business and just coming out and doing something that's just been huge for me. I was terrified. I was terrified to start a business and to get all these products out on time and to just learn all the ins and outs of having my own business. So thank you guys. For your continued support and love. Thank you for all of your reviews, I guess. I know everybody is feeling all the energy and the love from the Cheney root. And a lot of you guys have recently purchased soursop for me. So just thank you. I've just been so full.
Hit that like button for me one time.
Says I'm making money. So I would never want to be in a position where I would have to put money consistently over my healing journey. And there are moments and seasons where I do have to just put it in the work to get the money. But I'm so grateful for the seasons of healing. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be able to face my demons and hold the little girl within and say, we got this. Come on, let's go. Let's get it. You know, I'm relieved. I'm relieved. I don't feel like a hurt little girl on the inside anymore. Chapter 2 is lit. Chapter 2 is lit. Chapter 1 was like 8 years. On 8/8 Lionsgate, I closed that chapter. Chapter 2 has more in store. I don't know everything that's going to come up in chapter 2, but a lot of releasing happened at the end of chapter 1. And then I walked into this of healing the child within in chapter 2. This is how I started this out. I think it's great. I just think it's great. So it takes a lot of mental weights to do what I'm doing. So if this reaches you and it helps you, I'm thankful. If you come across this and you have a similar story and you need maybe someone to talk to about growing up with a mother or father on drugs and how it impacted you, and you just need assistance navigating your mind so that the child within can heal, Mother Essence is here for you. I've done it and it's so easy for people to tell you just let it go and just go away from it. That doesn't mean you've healed from it. For some people, maybe, but maybe the way your astrological programming is set up, that doesn't work for you like that. It keeps coming up, keeps coming up, keeps coming up. No matter where you're at, it keeps coming up. That means you must face it head on. You must. Anyway, peace, love, and light. I wish y'all the best. We out here in the dark, but the sun's shining. Peace to the gods. Yep.
Can't hold it back, can't hold it back. Bounty killing baby Shem with a brand new track. It's been long gone. Put all those jigger fingers up. Keep them out. Hard work, the key to success. Boy, you have some boy to put in nothing at all and expect we'll be the best. We gonna show them why we reigning among the greatest. Sham, you started. Take them to school. Hey yo, what up with them food? I know some of them feel like I'm even started. Started right there. Alright. Bounty killer giving you originality. Boss a shot if you respect and love the quality. Listen good and pay attention to my clarity. All of the girl never say them love my personality. Me go a foreign and big up my nationality. Me love the money but me not bout for vanity.